Hey there. So today I was cleaning the kitchen and I was talking with Ryan about moving out and what it's going to take to clean the house as I was cleaning the kitchen. And we had got a list of what it was going to cost us to have appliances cleaned when we move out. And I was like, oh boy, that's going to be expensive. It's going to be like $200 an appliance. I don't know if that's normal or what. That seems like a lot of money. Like, I'll just clean the appliance. And we have a self-cleaning oven. So I was like, they're going to clean themselves. Why would I pay $200 to do it? So I was like, I know. I'll just try it. I'm going to just push this clean button and see what happens. And Ryan was like, no, don't do that. Let me just look it up first. Let me just see what happens, because neither of us have owned a self-cleaning oven before, so we had no idea what was going to happen. I was like, no, I'm just going to push it. Well, I'm just going to find out. And he's like, no, don't do it. Let me just research this a little bit and find out what's going to happen when you push this button. I was like, fine. But then I didn't wait. And then I just sort of pushed the button. And I was like, it's going to be fine. It's a button on the oven. Like, it's going to do something that the oven was meant to do. So I pushed it, and then it turns out the oven just gets really hot. And then it had like a 3 on it. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be 3 hours long. Crap. Do we need to have dinner? Because if we need the oven, we need to make sure that this I'll just clean it later. So then I hit cancel, and then the door was still locked. So the oven, when you have a self-cleaning oven, I guess you push the button and then it locks the door. I guess because it gets so hot that it needs to keep the door locked. But then because I turned it on and canceled it so fast, it didn't unlock. So then I was like, oh no, we'll never be able to use the oven again. Forget about $200 to clean it. We're gonna have to replace this oven. Ryan was like, why didn't you just let me research it? So then he had to look up how to unlock the oven door because I accidentally locked it. And we turned the power off and turned it back on. Still locked. So then we decided, well, okay, we'll just start the clean cycle and then wait a bit and turn it off. So then that worked. But now we're having a different problem. So I don't have a conclusion to this story. We're still in the middle of it. But my point is, I probably should not have just gone around pushing buttons and doing things I didn't really know what was going to happen. I do this in business too, where I just sort of try stuff and see what happens. And in some cases, it's a really great attitude, but in some cases, it's not. Like trying to write my own contracts, let's just write it and see what happens. Maybe not the best approach to something that is both excellent and, oh, hey there, Darcy. Pizza night. Not tonight. We are having shredded cauliflower with cheese and sausage, I think. But Ryan puts the cauliflower in the oven. Yeah, so maybe DIY things like law, not the best choice. And accounting, I find that too, that sometimes I get small business owners. It's actually really good and tastes like you can't tell it's cauliflower, Darcy. You do that instead of pasta. It's great. So I see this in small business owners where they will try and do their own accounting, but have zero knowledge of it. And I am a huge supporter of small business owners learning how to do their own bookkeeping in the beginning and learning how the money works in their company and all the things. So I'm on board with people doing it themselves in the beginning, when it becomes a thing that, anyways, I'm not going to get into when you should switch. But doing it without understanding anything about what's going on and just sort of seeing what happens is maybe not the best way to go about things. Because sometimes you'll break something and then you won't know how to fix it. And it might be expensive. I mean, it's always fixable. There's no such thing as an accounting emergency. The very first person I ever worked for when I got out of school used to tell me that. He was a controller of like a pretty big section of a fairly big oil and gas company. And he used to just tell me there's no such thing as an accounting emergency. And I still believe that. So everything is fixable, but it might be expensive. That's the lesson here. And Darcy agrees with something that I said. So excellent. If you have broken something in your accounting, in your business, and you don't know how to fix it, or you want to do a bit of research on a problem that you have before you start doing stuff, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to help you out with this and provide you with the support that you need so that you don't end up accidentally breaking the oven because you pushed a button that maybe you shouldn't have. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have an excellent weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow.